All right, this video is for the fellow millennials. I've noticed a pattern recently. It seems like a lot of millennials are being told that they are the generational curse breakers for their families. And I want to remind you just how important that role is. When I think about the generations that came before us, it's like they were just passed down such a bad hand. They were just dealt all of these generational curses that were passed through their bloodline, and they had nothing to do with it. And a lot of those generations that came before us, they just made the most out of the situation. They decided that, well, this is just the hand we've been dealt and we just got to do our best with it. But now it's gotten to our generation, and a lot of us are looking around going, I'm not staying in this prison. I'm busting out of here. We are the ones who are breaking the locks on the prison doors and flinging them wide open. One thing that we have to remember, though, and this is why our role is so important, is that we're not just doing it for us. We are doing this for all of the generations that come after us. Because I'm also noticing a pattern of Gen Z just absolutely chasing after God's heart with reckless abandon because they do not have those chains holding them back anymore. Our job is to set the future generations up for success because they are going to get so much further than we ever could because they don't have anything holding them back. And I know sometimes it can feel a little unfair. You can feel like, why am I having to do all this work? Why am I having to carry the weight and the burden? Why is everything on my shoulders? But it's because the future generations will get further than we ever could because they won't have that weight holding them back. And that's the purpose. That's the end goal, is to get the next ones a little bit further than us. So I also don't want you to experience jealousy for the other generations that are going further faster. They're doing it because of what you've done. And I also don't want us to harbor resentment for anyone in the older generations who choose not to come out of that prison cell. We have to have grace for that because that's all they've ever known. It's what's familiar. Your job is just to complete your assignment. Break those curses so that the next generation can run free. And as always, if you're interested in diving deeper on subjects like this one, you can always check out my podcast. You can find that in my profile.